Good morning, student. Today we will discuss urbanization in Arabia, chapter 2, theme 4. Islamic civilization flourished as the number of cities grew and many new cities such as Kufa and Basra in Iraq, first at Cairo in Egypt, were founded mainly to settle Arab soldiers who formed the backbone of local administration. The population of Baghdad had reached around 1 million. The second point, the older towns such as Damascus, Isfahan and Samarkand received a new lease of life. Their size and population increased, supported by an expansion in the production of food grains and raw materials such as cotton and sugar for urban manufacturers. A vast urban network developed, linking one town with another and forming a circuit. At the heart of city were two building complexes radiating cultural and economic park. The mosque, big enough to be seen from a distance, and the central marketplace with shops in a row, merchants, logging, and the office of the money changer. The cities were homes to administrators, scholars, and merchants who lived close to the center. Ordinary citizens and soldiers had their living quarters in the outer circle, each fitted with its own mosque, church or synagogue, subsidiary market and public bath. Fifth number, at outskirts were the houses of the urban poor, a market for green vegetables and fruits brought from the countryside, caravan station and unclean shops such as those dealing in tanning or butchering. Beyond the city's walls were in for people to rest when the city gates were shut, and cemeteries. Next topic, commerce in Arabia. Political unification and urban demand of food, stuff and luxuries enlarged the circuit of exchange. Geography favored the Muslim empire, which spread between the trading zone of the Indian Ocean and Mediterranean. High value goods suitable for long distance trade such as species, textile, porcelain, gunpowder were shipped from India and China to Red Sea port of Aden and Adhaban, the Gulf ports of Sirah and Basra. From here goods were carried overland in camel caravans. The caravans passing through Makkah got bigger whenever the Hajj coincided with the sailing seasons in the Indian Ocean. At the Mediterranean end of these trade routes, export to Europe from the port of Alexandria were handled by Jewish merchants, some of whom traded directly with India. From the 10th century, the Red Sea route gained greater importance due to the rise of Cairo as a center of commerce and power and growing demand for eastern goods from the trading cities of Italy. Towards the eastern and caravan of Iranian merchants set out from Baghdad along this Silk route to China via the Oasis cities of Bukhara and Samarkand to bring Central Asian and Chinese goods, including paper. Islamic coins were used for the payment of these goods. The official system and market exchange increased the importance of money in the Central Islamic lands. Coins of gold, silver, copper were minted in and circulated, often in bags sealed by money changers to pay for goods and services. Gold came from Africa and silver from Central Asia. Precious metal and coins also came from Europe, which used these to pay for its trade with the East. The greatest contribution of the Muslim world to medieval economic life was development to superior method of payment and business organization. Letter of credit, the bills of exchange, were used by merchants, bankers to transfer money one place to और इंडिविजुअल टू अनदर. लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट जिस टाइप से प्रेजेंट टाइम में चेक है, बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज प्रेजेंट टाइम में जिस टाइप से ड्राफ्ट है. ठीक है, चेक की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है और ड्राफ्ट दोनों में क्या डिफरेंसेस है, उनको उनकी इन दोनों वर्ड्स की जगह पर लेटर ऑफ क्रेडिट एंड बिल ऑफ एक्सचेंज वर्ड यूज किया जाए. ऑल्सो इट वॉज कस्टमरी फॉर मर्चेंट्स टू सेट अप फैमिली बिजनेस or employ slaves to run their affairs. Formal business arrangements were also common, in which sleeping partner entrusted capital to traveling merchants and shared profits and losses in agreed proportion. Next topic, learning in Arabian religion. For religious scholar of Islam, knowledge is derived from the Quran, and model behavior of Prophet was the only way to know the will of God and provide guidance in this world. The ulemas, religious scholar of Islam in medieval times, devoted themselves to writing, interpretation of Quran and documenting Muhammad's authentic hadith. Some went on to prepare a body of laws or sharp to govern and relationship of Muslim with God through rituals and with the rest of humanity through social affairs. When life had become increasingly complex with urbanization, which led to formation of 4 schools of law in the 8th and 9th century. There were the Maliki, Hanafi, Shafi and Hanbali schools, each named after leading jurists. 4th number point, the Sharia provided guidance on all possible legal issues within Sunni society. Through it was more precise on question of personal status such as marriage, divorce and inheritance than on commercial matter or penal and constitutional issue. A group of religious minded people in medieval Islam known as Sufis sought a deeper and more personal knowledge of God through asceticism and mysticism. The more society gave importance to material pursuit and pleasure, the more of the Sufis sought the renounce the world and rely on God alone. Thank you. Pause.